Good morning. It is Monday, May 29th. It is 7 a.m. Central Time. Good morning. It is Monday, May 29th. It is 7 a.m. Mountain Time, and I am ready to go for the day. I had a good night's sleep here at the Airbnb, and yeah, ready to go. So let's hit the numbers. The trip meter is at 2,215 miles. The odometer's at 2,301. We've been averaging 20.2 miles per gallon. And I have a full tank of gas this morning. I got gas last night, and also cleaned my windshield, which was kind of tough with my hand because I had to really scrub to get bugs off the windshield. But I did it, and it's halfway decent today. So headed to Bryce Canyon this morning and hoping to beat the crowd so I can get in and maybe take a hike there. So that's it for now. This video I just shot is on Highway 89. I just got off I-70 heading down to Bryce Canyon. I didn't talk out there because it was so loud I knew you wouldn't hear it. Just real quick, when I got up this morning and got in my car at the Airbnb in Richfield, Utah, it was 47 degrees. And right now I'm tentatively planning to stay in St. George, Utah tonight, which is just 4 hours from where I stayed last night. And their weather forecast today is calling for a high of right around 90. So definitely going to see the temperature climb today. But I'm wearing my long sleeve leg shirt to keep some of the sun off of me when I'm outside. So hopefully I don't get too fried out here in the desert. And this is what I'm looking at while I was videoing. I don't normally video while I drive, but there is nobody and nothing out here. So just wanted to share the view with you. Well, the speed limit through here is 65, so I'm running 69. We have been passing through small towns, and so then the speed limit drops. But this was the fastest route from Richfield down to Bryce, and so far I'm feeling optimistic, cautiously optimistic, that I am going to be ahead of the crowds because there's not too much traffic out, and I am just over an hour away from Bryce Canyon, and this is one of the main ways there. So, but I guess we'll see when we get there. I am at the Bryce Canyon National Park Visitor Center, and it is I am at the Bryce Canyon National Park Visitor Center. It's about 9:30 in the morning local time, and to get here, when I got to the area, I parked at a parking lot and rode a free shuttle from, quote, town to the national park. That allowed me to avoid driving my own car in because traffic is really heavy in the park today. There was a long line of cars at the gate, and our shuttle just drove right past them, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, so I'm just gonna check out the visitor center, then I'm gonna get on the shuttle and ride down a couple stops and then take a walk. Bryce Point, about 8,200 feet elevation. Yeah, that's great. I'm now at Inspiration Point in Bryce Canyon. The view from Inspiration Point.
the steps that are.
All right, so I'm going to do this hike to Sunset Point. So walking along the rim trail from Inspiration Point to Sunset Point, which is a half mile, very little elevation change, nice wide path. It's like the easiest trail here. And it's about all I'm ready to tackle right now. No guardrails. Amy, you would be freaking out. Here's a look at the trail. You can see people out in the distance. It's just gravel. So up there is Inspiration Point. I didn't go up to that point. Up there is Inspiration Point. I didn't go up to that point over there, but I was over there. This is the view from Sunset Point. Also Sunset Point, and that high point right over here is Inspiration Point, where I started. As I leave Sunset Point, I'm going to continue walking, but I don't think it's very far because I think this point up here is probably Sunrise Point. And welcome to Sunrise Point. Oh, excuse me.
Sixes.
It's 12:30 local time, and I'm waiting for the shuttle to take me back to my car. Bryce Canyon was awesome. I had a good time here, and we'll be heading down the road. I'm not sure what I'm doing after this. I'm going to head towards Zion, but I'm not sure if I'll get in or not. And if not, that's fine. I'll stop and see other sites along the way, and ending up in St. George, Utah tonight. Back in the car, it's 12:50. I'm all situated, got things put away out of my backpack, got me a drink and a snack and all that good stuff. And sorry for dropping the camera a little bit there. And now I'm headed down. My destination is St. George, but I'm going to go down Highway 89, past Zion, and see what sights I can see along the way. I've been on the road for about 50 minutes. I'm on Highway 89, somewhere between Bryce and Zion, and the scenery has changed a lot. It's very, very green. I've stopped here in Mount Carmel, Utah, at the Thunderbird restaurant, home of the homemade pies. I stopped here to do a geocache where we have to go through this tunnel. It's really cool. Looking back at where I came from, which is making a really cool effect. And then this is where I'm still going. And take two. And this is the view when I came out of the tunnel on this side. Now, I can't get enough signal to figure out where the geocache is. I can navigate, but I lose signal in the tunnel. I don't know if it's in the tunnel or not. And so I'm just going to go back through the tunnel, I think. I did not find the geocache because it's in that kind of stuff right there, and I don't want to dig through it. But the tunnel was really cool. The tunnel was about, I think about 500 feet. No, actually, I think it was only about 300 feet long, because when I was on the other side, I was 500 feet from the cache. So that's 300 to 400 feet tunnel, which was pretty cool. And I'm glad I stopped. I said that last video was the last shot of the tunnel, but no, here's the last shot of the tunnel. Also, when I was here, when I was approaching the tunnel, the lady was out here with a little dog, and I recognized her from Bryce Canyon because she had a dog with her, and the lady in front of me on the trail stopped to pet the dog, and the lady with the dog said yes, she had just let somebody else pet the dog that was missing their dog at home. So anyway, that lady was here at this spot. She said there's a waterfall some distance on the other side of this tunnel, but she got too hot to look for it, and once I got on the other side, yeah, I didn't plan for that walk. I didn't even have water with me, so, and it's the desert out here, it's hot. After leaving Mount Carmel, I have stopped on the side of the road at a coral pink sand dunes conservation area. And people are climbing the dunes. And you know, I'm going to have to climb the dune. Everyone had taken their shoes off, and I'm guessing it's because the sand is so soft that you can't walk in it or it gets in your shoes. So I took mine off too. But I can't hold on to them with my injured hand. Yeah, let my feet just sink in the sand. Sledding down the sand dunes. The view to where I parked at the highway from the top of the dune. This is like the softest sand ever. Hello, update time. It is 3:50 in the afternoon, and that is now Pacific time because I am in Arizona. Briefly, I'm going back to Utah for the night, but my route dipped me down into Arizona for just a little bit, enough for me to stop here in Colorado City and grab a geocache so I can mark Arizona off the list. And it's warm out, it's 81 degrees. I have no idea what the elevation is here. I did want to say that at Bryce Canyon this morning, when I left Bryce Canyon at whatever time that was, noonish, it was 70 degrees. So even though I thought it was warm up there hiking the rim, which it was not really. I mean, it could have been a lot hotter, so thank goodness it wasn't. Welcome to the Comfort Inn in St. George, Utah. I have like a suite, and yet this was one of the cheaper hotel rooms I've had so far. Probably just because it's in St. George, Utah. But that's the room. There's a good looking guy. An armoire over here by the door. Interesting. And then a bathroom, which looks like a normal bathroom. Relax. This has been my home, the hot tub and the chaise lounge. Been my home for a couple hours this evening. It's been really nice.